Why, hello there, and welcome to the Soul Sister channel on this Sunday, January the 12th. My name is Kat. I've got your astrological spiritual forecast and guidance going from today through Saturday, January the 18th. This week's video is entitled Confusicating. And that is because we have a major energy shift. We have a full moon in Cancer on Monday. But for the rest of the week, we are getting all kinds of mixed messages the entire week. So this is a great week. We have a lot of Piscean energy. So there's lots of emotion. There's Cancerian energy as well is highlighted. So we're in our emotional space, but we're also, the veil is thin. We can also access our intuition. And that is what we're going to be practicing this week, using our intuition for direction and guidance, because we're getting mixed messages all week. Now let's talk more about that. We're going to start the week off with our full moon in Cancer. There's also a T-square that day with our Chiron, which is our woundedness. So this full moon, especially with Mars retrograde, this is the energy that we can really tie up some loose ends from working with those toxic relationships over the past few weeks that I've been talking about, of really finding our direction, of getting our power back, of learning to understand and honor the other, but not buying in to their projections or their bullshit. And today, on this full moon on Monday, we have a great opportunity to really get some clarification and to get some answers and to clean up some of those unresolved issues and traumas. Hopefully, if we're having trouble doing that, we are reaching out to someone who's a little bit wiser, who can be an objective participant, possibly a friend, a minister, a counselor. But this is really important for us to step into who we truly are. We've got to clean up our trauma and our unresolved issues. We've had lots of opportunity to deal with that in the last couple of weeks. And this full moon with Mars retrograde kind of ties it up, brings us to the end of this lesson. So now, this week, with the energy in Pisces, we are getting a lot of, on Monday, someone says, oh yeah, I'll go to the play with you on Wednesday. And you're all excited, you get the tickets. And then Monday night, they're like, oh shoot, no, I can't go. I've got something else to do and I forgot about it, blah, blah, blah. So there's that kind of interaction, these interactions all week long, where you get one message and then in a little bit you get another message, and they contradict each other or they don't make sense, and you're like, what the hell am I supposed to do with all this information? It's not making any sense. And that is why we're going to check in with our intuition, our gut, and we're going to listen to our advice. Listen to what our feelings are telling us. Listen to what our gut is telling us. Watch for synchronicities. Watch for things that happen to support or negate whatever we're looking at. Be alert. Be conscious. And that way, we will navigate this week successfully instead of being tossed and turned by people's changing opinions, changing emotions back and forth. Another thing about this week, Venus is involved. So although there's a possibility for a new relationship, again, this relationship, on the first date, you're like, oh my God, I finally found the love of my life. This is amazing. It's a miracle. And then you get ghosted. So that's the kind of week that we're looking at. Lots of conflicting information coming our way, but the answer is using our intuition, using our connection to our higher self, listening to our gut and what our gut is telling us. And if we choose to do that, again, like I said, we'll navigate this week successfully. So let's get started. We start with the full new moon on Monday. As I said, there is a T square, and the T square is involving Chiron, which is our wounds. So again, with Mars retrograde, it's another opportunity to really get to the bottom of whatever those unresolved issues are, whatever that emotional trauma is that we can't quite figure out. We're going to have the clarity and we're going to have the ability to really look at it objectively on Monday and hopefully be able to transform the woundedness and the trauma into healing it and then turning it into our power, which is the point. So that should all be squared up on Monday, okay? Like that's going to happen. But at least by then we'll have taken the steps necessary to heal and to transform these unresolved energies, these unresolved emotions, unresolved trauma. So then we have Venus in Pisces square Jupiter in Gemini on Tuesday. This is the beginning of what the hell is going on. They say this, they say that. We've got Jupiter in Gemini. So Jupiter in Gemini is all over the place. And you can understand, well, people's feelings and opinions and actions are changing by thought or by emotion by emotion. But we can't really depend on what anyone says this week. We have to wait for their final answer because these interactions are all up in the air and changing almost all week long. So just saddle up and get ready for the ride. It's very confusicating, isn't it? So anyway, so there's a lot of that on Tuesday with this Jupiter in Gemini. Jupiter in Gemini comes up again. So lots of words being splayed about, none of them making any sense or really giving us the direction we're looking at or giving us too many options or just all over the place. So this is our opportunity to really get into our space, to make sure we do our meditation every day, just taking a time out to check in with our higher self, check in with our intuition, say, hey, I need you a lot this week. Be ready. I'm going to need your assistance, and alert spirit and our higher selves that, hey, I need some assistance. I need some help this week. And then listen with our hearts, with our gut, with our feelings as to how we need to proceed. On Wednesday, we have Sun in Capricorn opposing Mars in Cancer. So it's a balance is needed. Sun in Capricorn wants to go out and get it and take the risk, and I'll do whatever I need to do to get to where I want to go. Where Mars in Cancer is all about, oh, but I just want to feel safe. I just want to be in my safe space. It's comfy, it's warm, and I want to be safe and secure. I really don't want to take any risks because I don't. That's a trip into the unknown, and who knows what will happen, and blah blah blah. So we're balancing these two energies. So take a look at them. If we want to do something, but we're afraid or we're just not sure about it because it's a different and it's out of our box. It's out of our comfort zone. We need to listen to our intuition. Listen to our gut. Our gut will give us the answer we're looking for, whether we should take the risk or whether we should just settle for where we're at right now because something better is coming up. So watch, again, intuition all week long. On Thursday, we have an inconjunct with Mercury in Capricorn and Jupiter in Gemini again. So the inconjunct's a relationship. So whether it's a romantic relationship, a co-worker relationship, a familial relationship, a friend, whatever relationship it is, it's going to need a little extra loving care, a little extra sensitivity. Again, with one part wanting to take a risk and talking about all these great things that we can do if we just risk this and that and the other. And then and trying to find the truth and the truth and the practicality of what it is that's being offered or put out there. Um, and it's a kind of a contentious because it's that inconjunct. So be careful that we don't become defensive, confrontative. Just listen to our intuition and remember to honor and be sensitive to the other, but we don't have to buy into whatever they're selling. Remember that. And if it doesn't feel good, guys, don't frickin' do it, okay? That is our big message. If it doesn't feel right, if it doesn't smell right, if we're kind of like, then don't do it. That's our intuition saying, back off. Don't go forward with this. Maybe just right now, but now is not the time. On Friday, we have a sextile between the Sun in Capricorn and Neptune in Pisces. And Neptune rules Pisces, so that's the emotion, that's our connection to spirit. The veil is thin. We can really, if we're really paying attention to our meditation, taking our time out, connecting with spirit daily, we are going to experience the results of our labor on that because we will be given direction and guidance. We will feel it. We will know it. We'll just know it if we're listening. So a great opportunity. Also with the Neptune and Pisces, if we aren't doing our work, this Neptune can take us right into our addictions. We're feeling discombobulated from everyone giving us all these different stories all week and nothing's making sense and which way do I go and what do I do? And so when we get all out of balance and discombobulated, we tend to go to our addictions. So Neptune is also about our addictions. If we're doing anything outside of moderation, then we need to take a look at it and what are we trying to address? What are we trying to cover up in ourselves? What wound is it trying? What are we trying to do to feel better and why? So if we see ourselves going toward the candy box or going drinking too much at the corner bar, take a look. We should be taking that time and meditating, taking a nice walk on the beach or in the woods or making a snow angel. Some of us have a lot of snow right now. So just finding our peace, our balance, that space where we can quiet and center and be with our true selves and our higher self. Make sure we're doing that this week because, as I said, the veil is thin. We'll get lots of good input, direction, and guidance if we use our intuition. On Saturday, Venus is in Pisces, conjunct Saturn in Pisces. So this is very romantic. It is, Venus in Pisces, it's all about love and feeling comfortable, cuddling up, dreamy. Maybe not a night to go out on the town. We've been doing a lot of that lately with the holiday season and New Year's, right? But just cuddling up on the couch, binge watching a romantic comedy, listening to some great music together. It's a wonderful time and just you feel connected to the other and you feel the love between each other. However that love is, if it's our partner or maybe it's our best friends, we just feel included, warm, and comfy with the other. However, because it's Pisces, it is a conjunction, so there might somehow someone's emotions and unresolved traumas because they didn't do their work could be triggered. So watch out for that because we're really into it it's all Piscean energy on Saturday. So it can be loving, inclusiveness and being feeling connected to everything, to our partner and to the whole. But if we aren't doing our work, it could revolt on us and we're feeling dissatisfied, unfulfilled, incomplete, and we go to the food or we go to the drinking, the drugs, whatever it is to help ourselves feel better. So be aware of that on Saturday. So it's a great week ahead. Use our intuition. This is our chance. Pisces, like I said, is very prevalent the whole week ahead of us. And the veil is thin. If we take the time to connect, we will be successful in getting the guidance and the assistance that we're looking for. Be aware, nobody's going to come to the door necessarily. They could, but knock on the door and give us the answer, but we will feel it, we'll know it. Intuition is you just know. You don't know how you know, but you just know. So that is the week ahead. Lots of good stuff, making that connection to our higher self, to the whole. So important to help us move forward, especially during this big transition from Piscean to Aquarian age. So let's get started by becoming balanced, aligned, connected with our higher selves. We'll take our 3 deep cleansing breaths, and then we'll say our Sun in Capricorn affirmation. Let's take our 3 deep cleansing breaths. Let's take the first one. On this first deep cleansing breath, we release all disease, negativity, and toxicity from our physical etheric bodies. Second breath. On this second breath, we release all disease, negativity, and toxicity from our emotional astral bodies. One more breath. On this third breath, we release all disease, negativity, and toxicity from our mental bodies, both higher and lower. We see all the disease, all the negativity, all the toxicity. We see it all flowing out of our bodies, just flowing away to wherever it came from. And in its place, we're being filled with this beautiful white light, made up of light, white light, goodwill. And this beautiful light is filling our entire body. Not only that, it's deflecting all evil, all low vibration, all negativity back to its source. While we're in this space of white light connected with our higher selves, we'll say our Sun in Capricorn affirmation. I work to make the outer world a reflection of my true, authentic self and my work. We'll say the affirmation. We'll stay in this space of white light connected with our higher selves for just 5 seconds. Let's say it together. I work to make the outer world a reflection of my true, authentic self and my work. Good, good, good. So this week, intuition, tap into it. It is an incredible, powerful resource that we just don't use enough. And it's time to really use all our resources to their fullest extent. So let's work on our intuition this week. Come see me on Facebook at Soul Sister Cat for my daily inspirational messages and my quirky, interesting, profound, and beautiful memes. Remember the keynote of the Soul Sister channel because, guys, this is what it's all about. The outer world doesn't want you to know it, but we create our own reality, whether consciously or unconsciously. This Soul Sister channel is here to teach us a way to learn to be conscious so that we can consciously create the life we want instead of being bounced around by all the energies and discord and not know where we're going or what we're doing. Because remember this, life is lived from the inside out. A great week. Tap into our higher self, to our connection with the whole. Use our intuition. It's there, it's powerful, and it will help guide and assist us. Namaste.